Mayor. Oh, sorry. Let's welcome Mayor of Cupertino, Liang Chao.
First of all, the county health system, the county hospitals are bleeding money. They have been losing money every year. In fact, to date, about $1 billion they have taken from you to fill the holes that they have created in the hospital system. They've cut money from public safety, they've cut money from family, seniors, and children's services. And they have cut money from housing in order to fill in the gap, the deficit they have created. The deficit this year is $600 million. They have projected that it will increase to $1.5 to $3 billion in 5 to 10 years, and that's before the federal cuts. So we are not really talking about, I think it's the big issue is not really are we adding sales tax or not. The big issue is, should we throw in more good money to after bad money for a failing system? My doctor.
Hell no.
Yeah, no bailout for mismanagement. We need a reform of the hospitals. My dad was a doctor. My mom is a nurse. My childhood dream was to be a nurse. So I grew up basically in the hospitals. I have the ultimate respect for the hospital workers, the emergency workers. But if we continue to let the county leaders to run down our hospital system, eventually they'll go bankrupt, and the entire county might go bankrupt. We are all going with it. So we need to take a strong stance today, saying no on Major A. And also that the hospital cost has gone up. They have almost tripled the spending on the hospitals, in addition to the deficit. And the county leaders have lied to us. There is a legal cap on sales tax, and they are not allowed to even increase sales tax by law. But starting from 2023, 2 years ago, they already worked with Senator Cortese to pass a state law to give an exemption specifically to Santa Clara County. So they are allowed to now increase your tax. That's one exemption for one county to increase tax. They are not telling you that this is long time in the coming because they have been losing money. Guess what? El Camino Hospital in the same county, funded by 1% property tax, they are running at the surplus. The annual surplus is at least $130 million, and they are and there is a way to fund the hospitals. But however, Santa Clara County is now spending 55% of our budget in healthcare system. We have become a healthcare district. Guess what? We are spending 50%. The other counties like Alameda, San Diego, the other counties, they spend only 25% of their county budget on healthcare. We are spending twice more in our budget for healthcare. That's ridiculous. And LA County, if you look at the money spent per resident, we are spending 3 times more per resident today than LA County. If you don't believe my data, check the Mercury News editorial. They have all the data there to support what I'm saying. And this is the hard data that the county leaders are not telling you. In fact, I've spoken to many mayors and the city council members. Privately, they all tell me they don't support the Major A because some of the cities are facing the deficit of their own because the state keep passing unfunded mandate from the city to fund them. And the county now is increasing the police charge because they are trying to fill their big hole. So many city council members don't support Major A, but they won't take a stance publicly because they want these county leaders to endorse them for their future election. So you must be careful, and if any candidate is supporting Major A, then you must question.
Yes.
You must question.
Yes.
Do they have any sense of how to run a public agency? If they cannot point out what's wrong with Major A, what's wrong with the county public system, any office they step in, they will just run it down to the ground.
That's right.
So we support public health system. We support the doctors and nurses, but we need a reform of our hospital system. Maybe they can, in some counties, you can lease it to private entity to run it for a profit, or we can form healthcare district so that there is independent board that oversees each hospital. There are multiple ways, but the county is telling you there is only one way. Another lie. It's lie after lie and after lie.
Liars.
We need to stand up against the county leaders and demand reform. We want a sustainable funding for our hospital system. We want to take care of all the people who need help, who need the hospital services.
Yes.
But we cannot keep throwing bad money and good money after bad money. That's going to, it's just going to break. Thank you.